Sonny Shine drops the mic on Dayglo Doug. Amanda's got a thirsting for something to fill that need. And Nick Sachs has 19 hours and 13 minutes of bad times ahead of him on this trip of an episode. Let's get started.
You're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
Welcome to the After Show 4. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the After Show 4. Happy Season 2, Episode 6, entitled 19 Hours and 13 Minutes. There's a lot you can do in 19 hours and 13 minutes.
Lots.
You can watch Season 1 of Happy twice.
Absolutely.
Almost, if you skip Episode 1 the second time. But you can almost do that. And you can continue to watch this. You can watch Season 1 of Happy, and you can then watch Season 2 and this After Show in 19 hours and 30 minutes. And you can have a hell of an acid trip, because usually they only last about 8 to 10 hours. So 19 hours and 13 minutes means Wishee is some good stuff. We are talking about the episode. I'm joined here by my friend, the fanatic fan of Happy, the future Oscar winner, actor,
Yes.
Italian,
Stallion.
Ricky Vitucci.
That's me, guys. How are you?
And I'm your host, Stephen Lemieux. Nikki Bailey is out this week because she ate some bad jelly. She's going to have a rough 19 hours and 13 minutes ahead of her.
Yeah.
But she will be back next week to break it down with. Can we announce on the show? I think we can, right? Next week we have something special.
Yeah.
We have Ledick.
We have Ledick. He will be Skyping in with us. Unfortunately, he won't be able to come into the studio because he lives in Brooklyn, New York, my hometown. But he will be Skyping with us. So
we can call you Rick Ledick.
Rick Ledick.
You're Rick Ledick.
Rick Ledick.
And he's Ledick.
And he's Ledick.
Guys, join us for the Rick Ledick podcast because we're talking about Happy. Let's get into it. Overall thoughts. What'd you think of the episode?
It was trippy. It was a trippy episode. I thought it was pretty awesome to see Nick Sachs completely trip the whole episode. You could see his subconscious mind really playing a thing here.
Yeah, it was interesting to see how he self-analyzes himself through everyone he's met and killed and fathered and otherwise fucked
and screwed around with.
Yes.
And everything.
And what do you think of the whole Blue Orcus storyline so far?
Part of me feels bad. Because I feel like...
Do you feel bad for Blue?
For something. He's given me this very good speech in his prison to Pink. And he's like, just kill me. I can't deal with this anymore. Orcus, he's taking too much energy out of me. Like, I know, I just want to F him over because he knows how much of a bad person he is, and I think that he doesn't think he's as much of a bad person as Blue thought he was until he has now met Orcus. God.
I'm gonna be honest. If you scripted it out, you could probably do a really good Blue impersonation. Just calling it right. That might be the special segment. We'll try to see what we can do. But let's go ahead and get into it. We're going to start with Nick Sachs today before we move into Dayglo Doug, Meredith, Blue / Orcus, Amanda, Happy, and finally finishing up with the saddest storyline of all that is shaping up to be really depressing and really upsetting, Hailey.
But she's a boss now, though.
She's left Neverland, and things are...
She's running the city.
She's not running the city. She's playing directly into Smoothie's hands, it seems like.
At school, she has everyone in the palm of her hand.
She has nobody in the palm of her hand. They forgot her birthday. We're gonna get into it later. Nick Sachs. All right, so Nick Sachs, we're left off with getting his ass destroyed, literally, by this jar of jelly from Wishee blood to peanut butter and Wishee sandwich, making him crap himself pretty hardcore and get beaten up by his own fecal matter. So we embark on this journey of Nick having an acid trip he never asked for. One of the very first scenes that we get is him dragged into a van, the metaphorical taken away to have to deal with his own bullcrap. When it's really a bus, we find out he's on a bus, but we're introduced to the characters that he killed at the poker table in season 1. And what did you think of all the things that they were saying to him, which is basically him saying it to himself? Like the metaphorical display of you know what you have to do, Nick. Here's a picture of the hit, and it's Sonny Shine. Nick coming to terms with the fact that he's going to have to solve his problems, he has to go kill Sonny Shine, or at least that's what he thinks he needs to do. The other problems that what he should do for Hailey, which Happy in the form of Unicorn says you need to leave. The fact that maybe he feels guilty over killing these people when really he doesn't, and they're just assholes. Yeah. Do you think he feels any guilt at all?
I don't think he feels zero amount of guilt. He didn't want to do it, but he doesn't regret doing it.
What do you think of his resistance still to accepting the truth of, like, there are bad people he needs to take out like Sonny Shine?
He just needs to man up and just do it.
Really?
Just man up and just do it.
You think he should just go kill Sonny Shine?
Without even thinking about it. Because if you see Sonny, he's a bad person. He's a very bad person. I don't care if all the kids love him and all this stuff. He's not a good person. He just killed Dayglo Doug.
I mean, he dropped the mic on Dayglo Doug.
After beating the crap out of him. And then went, yo, with your own mic, too.
With his own mic.
That's like a spit in the face.
The one thing he liked, yeah.
That's so messed up. He's a bad person. And those tapes, that's creepy.
Well, the tapes are creepy, obviously. So Nick Sachs deals with the people on the bus, dealing with whether or not it's guilt he's feeling, but really it just kind of feels like he's not good at what he's doing now, and he needs to be pulled back into, like, fixing things. The only way he does know how is being Nick goddamn Sachs and tearing everyone a new one. He's thrown off the bus just in time to need some pants. Gets some nice pants that are definitely PC and child appropriate for this show to walk around New York City in, to walk around wherever the hell he is in. And we're introduced to Happy as a Unicorn, but first we get Amanda in this soul sister attitude, white fro, angelic vibe going on, which is this is him processing his interactions he's recently had with Amanda and coming to the realization on his drug trip that she, in fact, is dealing with addiction of sorts. What do you think of this this turn on the character of Amanda, that she's dealing with addiction and it's not just getting laid and it's not just like being a little bit altered from the experience in Sunnyshine Tower?
I think it's from that experience. I think how she is right now, it's because of that whole sexcapade, weird experience thing that she had there. Because since she's come out of that, she's been a different person. And I think she's even slightly possessed.
Slightly possessed?
Like, yeah, because you could kind of see her brain switch on and off with certain times.
So you're saying it's very similar to like Blue and Orcus in a
Very
way.
similar, except not as evil, because she's not trying to hurt anyone, but you could just tell there's this like Jekyll and Hyde thing that's going on in her head, but that could happen by the snap of a finger.
So I used to think she was possessed, but after this episode, I'm not so sure.
Why is that?
Because they wouldn't have written Nick to have a realization of everything that she's doing is just like an addict. It seems like because he was seeing himself, and they go into it where it's like, you know, those eyes where you want something so bad you can't have it. She's an addict, Nick, you know it. And she tries to get him back on the drugs, and he turns it down, or whatever, like by blowing in his face, the metaphoricalness. Yep. And I think he's coming to the realization that she's addicted to something. And we don't know what that is. And the Jacqueline Hyde still plays into that, too. And we can talk a little bit about Amanda here, too, because it was a really great monologue when she talks to Hailey and says, I've been trying to fill this emptiness that I have inside me with something, and it thought that it would be this, and then it's not, and then I thought it would be this, and then that's not working. And it must be like what you feel when you didn't know who your dad was, and like says the wrong thing at the wrong time.
Absolutely.
But it's just interesting. She's trying to fill an emptiness, which doesn't really make sense for being possessed anymore.
Well, because she's switching, but she's like conscious, like how Blue knows about the demon inside of him. She knows about her split personalities.
She's like becoming aware of it.
She's so aware of it.
So it's interesting that you say that, because I think there is a really great writer tool that they've created here where you do get addiction being compared to being possessed.
For sure.
So you have Orcus, who takes on this other personality entirely because he is possessed, and it's two personalities. But then you take somebody who's an upstanding member of society like Amanda, and you take something like addiction. We don't know what she's addicted to.
Right.
Was it the experience? Was it like, did she get hopped up on just a cocktail of drugs or something at this party? We see her trying to burst out of this like white goo thing, which is really weird. So is she addicted to being in the white goo casing, whatever the hell that is? But it is kind of cool to be comparing addiction to a demon in that way, because everyone says they have their inner demons. And addiction and like violence has always been Nick Sachs' demon. And it's interesting that we have that different, like, I keep using the word comparison, but it is a great comparison.
Yeah.
Because I was telling you about it earlier that like addicts will justify their actions by any means necessary.
Absolutely.
And it's not even conscious. It's like procrastination. It's very similar to procrastination, right? So like, you know that you have something you need to do. It's a responsibility. You have to do it. But then there's something else you want to do more. You justified in your mind that if I do this now, I can get to that later and everything will work out fine. It's very similar to that in that like, well, I have to go to my job, but you know what? I can take a hit really quick and I'll still be fine. Like, I'll set my alarm, I'll be fine. I'll still go to my job. It'll be all right. But then you don't go to your job. And then you're like, oh, well, I'll do it next time. And then you don't do it next time. And then you get fired. Well, now you don't have your job to be a responsibility. So maybe your child's a responsibility. So it's your kid's birthday. Well, you know, like, I'll make her breakfast later. I just got to take care of this really quick.
For sure.
It's just a self-justification cycle that ruins people's lives.
Terrible.
Which is, and which we see it step by step dismantling Amanda's life. From her relationship with Nick to even meeting this guy Simon. That's like weird because it's just like bathroom stall sex. And now losing her job at the dentist.
For almost killing the kid.
Yeah, which was hilarious.
She almost drowned him.
Yeah, terrifying.
What?
She's
She's completely different. It's insane.
Completely different.
It's insane because she was just like lovely, motherly, warm lady, and now she's like, she gets these drops of a hat. She just like wants to do these things, like the whippets. Now she's whipping it.
whipping.
She's whipping it real
whipped
good
cream.
too.
Cool Whip.
Cool Whip.
Whipped cream.
What is going on?
I think she said it her best. She said, I'm trying everything I can to fill this emptiness. I think it has to be something like, you know how addictive heroin is?
No idea. I've never tried it.
No, like, but you know from like...
I could just imagine. Well,
street smarts, you've heard that heroin's a thing, like one-time deal, you're addicted.
Yes.
Right? So we're in Hollywood. Yep. I know people who have been addicted to heroin in the past. And they say that if they're around it, they would ruin their lives for it in a heartbeat.
What?
They've been clean for years, but they say if somebody offered it to them, they do not have the mental capacity to turn it down, and they had to completely take those people out of their lives. Anyone anywhere near it, if they hear that it might be at a place, they have to avoid that place.
Smart.
Because it's apparently mentally life-changing in terms of how good it makes you feel. You never want to not feel that way again. So when you look at what Amanda's going through, it kind of reminds me of their description of what heroin's like, but she doesn't know what the heroin is.
For sure.
It's like somebody who has slipped a drug that's like super potent and addictive, and you don't know what it was. That sounds like torture to me.
Yeah.
Like, imagine if somebody gave you heroin at a party one night, and then the next day you're coming down off something and you're going through withdrawal symptoms and you have absolutely no idea that it's heroin you're addicted to. So you start trying to smoke weed, you start trying to do coke, you just have no idea. That's kind of what it looks like Amanda's going through right now.
That's a good point.
At least Nick knows what he's addicted to.
Yeah.
Killing and alcohol.
Yeah. And pills, no?
I mean, he takes pills like consecutively, but it seems mostly just alcohol. Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's got his breath thing.
Yeah.
So he's kind of microdosing himself to stay sane.
For sure.
But yeah, I think it's really poignant what the writers on the show have created by comparing a demon's possession directly to addiction. I have a family member who is addicted to heroin. He's in a viral video.
Oh no.
Yeah, he was seen in a park. Somebody took a cell phone video of him in a park, super messed up, like threatening people with a needle.
No way.
Went viral, yeah.
Oh my
And
God.
he's 5 years clean now, I think,
Well,
which is great.
that's
But
great.
like, you can take any upstanding citizen, and they've displayed it very well with Amanda. You can take anyone and introduce them to a substance that's so addictive, and they are willing to ruin their life for it.
Oof. Well, my dad was like addicted to that stuff.
It's
It's bad.
terrible. So kids, don't do drugs.
Do not do drugs. They're not good for you. Do not listen to your peers. If someone's telling you to do that, you just leave them. They're not your friends.
Yeah, you guys don't need to be doing that shit. But it's fun to watch on TV.
Yes. Only on TV because it's
Really
not
fun
real.
to watch on TV.
It is not real.
I feel like we're the worst version of a Dare commercial. Dare to be different. Dare to not do drugs.
But dare to watch it on TV.
Watch it on TV because it's hilarious. And it's fun to make light up. No, I'm just kidding. All right, so spiel's over.
Yep.
Can we have a moment of silence for Dayglo Doug?
Yep.
Oh, we're not at Dayglo Doug yet. I still have to talk about Nick actually going into Sunnyside Tower and then hugging the Wishee.
But Dayglo Doug deserves 2 moments of silence.
Yeah,
So
we'll do
it's-
another one for him in
yeah.
a minute.
It's fine.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Nick is tripping balls.
Well, we opened the show with him like sobbing uncontrollably, holding hugging a Wishee.
I know.
Like, what?
But what is really a Wishee? That flesh thing. It looks like a fat blob.
I hope we find out this season.
I really hope so too.
Because I don't know how it's connected, if it's connected to Orcus or if it's connected to Sunnyside or if they're Sunnyshine's imaginary friends that have been manifested or something. I have no idea.
This Sonny Shine, he's no good, I tell you.
But I can tell the Wishies have something to do with everything that Sonny has.
That's true.
Because the story of like the Wishies and like giving people what they wish and like him wanting something so bad and then suddenly starting getting it when the Wishies started coming around. They have the telekinetic powers of like mind something. So I don't know. It's kind of weird. I did like the imagery of like how Nick was kind of drawn to the Wishee because it was the same one that he swallowed. So like there was a connection there as his entire trip was drawing him closer to Sunnyshine's place to get that Wishee toy. And in the end, he gets the Wishee.
And he's hugging it.
But it's the actual Wishee.
Yeah.
But he's not hugging the Wishee. He's hugging Hailey, who shot him.
But, oh, so you think he's hugging Hailey.
He thinks he's hugging Hailey.
He's tripping. Hence why he's like in
tears.
that outfit, hugging the Wishee thing.
So we've now seen what Nick believes Hailey thinks of him.
Absolutely.
In that
Absolutely.
his mind is telling him that he needs to go away because he's a bad influence. But I don't know if that's necessarily the truth.
I don't think that's the truth.
I think it would be the truth if we didn't have people like Sunny Shine and Smoothie and like all these terrible people around. But they are around.
And they're
And
not going anywhere.
she's left Neverland. So
Yeah.
there's no going back to being a kid after that,
Nope.
unfortunately.
She has grown up 10 years.
Ugh. It's the worst.
So
I feel so bad
fast.
for her.
So fast. And which is kind of sad because she's a kid, right? She should enjoy this moment, this time period in her life.
Yeah,
And
Santa's
she
dead.
can't.
Santa's dead. Every kid should get to enjoy Santa dying.
Wait, he's not real?
No, he's dead. He was real, but they killed him.
I'm talking about. It was supposed to be a joke.
No, I know. I'm just messing with you. So we're left with Nick Sachs, 19 hours and 13 minutes to start hugging a naked Wishee creepily with his sexy stockings on.
Do you think that's really happening? Do you honestly think that he's really hugging it, or is this just another one of his trips? What I find very fascinating about this episode specifically is there are moments where you're not too sure if that's really happening or if it's the trip.
I think you can tell. I mean, it's like when you are watching it, it's hard to tell. But once you kind of process it, I think it's like anytime his underwear is showing and he's in the stockings, it's real. And anytime it's like he's not looking kempt, it's real. But like when he's wearing the world's best dad shirt, that's obviously the trip.
Yeah,
and when
for
he's
sure.
like hugging Hailey at the end, that's definitely the trip.
Yeah.
So the only reality would be him hugging the Wishee.
So he's in Sunny Shine's office then.
Yeah, he's like at the
inside
top
building.
of tower, and
Oh my God.
he's in that room where at the end of last episode we saw Sonny like walking in there and putting his hand on the Wishee that was like shot.
Yeah.
because that was the one Meredith hurt. So
Uh-huh.
now that blood, I guess, is back in that Wishee.
Oh my God! Wait a minute. They're all possessed now. Nick, Amanda, and
Meredith?
Blue.
Oh, Blue. I don't know if Nick's possessed,
Well, because that thing went inside of him.
but then it left him.
But maybe but then he's
True.
tripping still though. It's out of him now. So now he's technically the whole thing is not inside of him, but maybe parts of it left a residue that is some sort of like connecting him still.
Yeah, like the telekinetic thing to bring him to the Wishee's
Yeah.
body. So I mean, it'd be interesting to give Nick Sachs some powers.
Yeah.
I mean, the show's gone off the hinges with like reality and shit. So like, why not?
Why
like,
not?
hey,
Right.
if like I saw Nick Sachs levitating a gun to like shoot people, it really opens the doors for the crazy
so
stuff.
cool.
And they've already created a series where he can literally have tasers and be doing the cataclon dance or whatever the hell it's called with the legs and stuff by tasing people, and then you have him killing everyone at the Alpine Groves. Like, it's not outside the realm of
Not outside of
possibility.
it. In this show, there's nothing outside of anything.
Yeah, nothing's off the table. So Dayglo Doug gets his ass beat to shit, and Mike dropped on him. Dumbest move ever. He goes down to set. He has his own tape. Meredith gives him the tape. Says, "Hey, you don't have to like come with, but I need your help." Goes with. Gets his ass killed.
He deserves it.
Did you see this character lasting longer though?
I did, honestly. I thought we were going to know more about his story, and I felt like we should have seen more revenge from him. At least,
Right?
at least a try to revenge Sonny for what Sonny put him through. But now that's not going to happen. Because now he's...
I mean, he did get one of the greatest jokes ever told on his microphone again, which I'm trying to vamp as I remember.
But is that even enough to get killed over?
Oh yeah, it was my therapist told me that if I want to cope with the things that I'm doing, I should write letters to all the people who have wronged me and then burn them. Well, oh shit, what was the punchline?
What? Like, why don't you pull it up?
No, I don't have to pull it up. And then, yeah, and then burn them. Well, something about having actually burned them. Wow, I really fucked that up.
It's okay. If you want to see the actual joke, everyone just
Watch
go on
the episode.
Watch the episode or go on to YouTube.
Oh my god. And then obviously Sunny Shine. That joke was old when you were in charge of this show.
And dinosaurs were there.
Dinosaurs. I love doing Curtis Armstrong. He's such a great actor. He was in Revenge of the Nerds.
Oh, was it?
Curtis Armstrong is Booger from Revenge of the Nerds.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, he's such a cool dude. He actually had a show called Battle of the Nerds, Nerd Battle, something like that, a few years ago. It was like a game show with like nerds and stuff. It was pretty dope. But yeah, shout out to Curtis Armstrong as Dayglo Doug, who I would assume is not making any more appearances on this season.
Unless he's not really dead.
Continue.
Maybe he's not dead. Yeah, he did the mic drop, but maybe he never really... They never really show these people actually dying. Like, they never show the face.
Yeah.
Or, like, the actual dead body.
I mean, I'm pretty sure the Nazis are dead.
That for sure. I mean,
'Kay.
Nick punched a hole through one of their stomachs and got their heart. You know what I'm saying? They're for sure dead. But you actually see that, right? In this one, you just see him beat the crap out of him and drop the mic.
I mean, you heard skull crunching.
You did?
I'm pretty sure he's dead.
I'm sure.
I don't think
yeah.
Sunny Shine would leave half measures with that. But it was great seeing him walk around in his white, completely blood-splattered outfit, just
Jogging, prancing.
walking around while
Yeah.
there's like they're casting children, they're casting
Yeah.
all these people for the freaking Easter special. He's just walking around with blood covered in his fist, like
On his shirt.
leaves
his
it on the
outfit.
stage in the museum that everyone's like buying tickets to tour through. Phenomenal. Loved it. Meredith has a plan. She's going to get into Sunnyside Tower and figure out where the tapes are because she wants to find out where the tapes are. He took the tape off of Dayglo Doug, puts it back. She uses the blood splatter to get in there after kidnapping. Oh, what's his name? The kid. The little southern kid who was in the outfit for the Wishee.
Oh.
It's all good. So, interestingly enough, we learned that the Wishies are around Sunnyside 24/7. They're never out of character. So at this point, we're very knowledgeable that every single Wishee except for him is an alien, whatever the hell they are.
Yeah.
A glob of gelatinous fat.
Gluttony.
He's an adipose from Doctor Who, just to the worst degree. So Meredith finds the code and then takes Kat's videotape, who was the big producer guy. What do you think Kat's... Have we seen...
Cap.
Cap. Have we seen what Cap's fetish thing is yet? Has it shown anything?
No, but I thought Sonny has some sexual blackmail on him.
Oh, he definitely has something on him. I just didn't know if it had shown anything. I don't
could've
remember it showing
sworn-
anything.
I could have sworn they did. I could have sworn they did like 2 episodes ago, and it was Sonny doing something out of the ordinary.
Well, it would have been
sexually.
Well, it showed it showed them meeting on the golf course and basically saying whatever you want. I just don't know if it actually showed yet.
Something happened before that though, so they showed something before that scene.
Got it.
Yeah.
So Cap's on board, but now Meredith has his tape. I'm curious how she's going to play with that to try to
Blackmail Sonny.
blackmail Sonny or get Cap to not do the special anymore.
That's exactly it. She wants to get Cap onto her side so she could use Cap as ammunition to try to take down Sonny.
And technically, she doesn't really have the tape out yet. She just found it. So she first has to get it out of Shine Tower because she's like literally in the belly of the beast right now. She's in the belly of the beast. Nick Sachs is in the belly of the beast. Amanda shows up at the end. She's in the belly of the beast. And all along, Hailey's just forgotten on her birthday.
A birthday.
Messed up. Let's talk about Blue and Orcus because this had a real shit segue in it. But because he farted and segued out of Orcus into Blue.
Gotcha.
That's how he switched.
You should be a stand-up comedian.
I prefer sitting.
So sit down. So go up, and you could bring a chair.
Yeah,
and you could tell all your jokes.
That's my one joke. I'll just sit up there and be like, I'm a sit-down comedian.
People will laugh.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I could make a joke right now, but I won't because it's in poor taste. But Blue and Orcus. Blue is... Well, not Blue. Orcus is orchestrating... Sorry, guys.
Nice play on words.
Yeah. All of the prisoners to kind of band together in this like prophetic way of him being a demon who can, make people do things and make things move with his mind, which is, kind of a pretty good indication of godlike abilities. I don't know. What would you do in that situation if somebody, like, without a shadow of a doubt, like, did something in front of you that you're like, holy shit, this person has, like, superpowers?
I would probably listen to them.
Really?
Because if someone's displaying a superhuman power in front of me,
beyond a shadow of a doubt,
God only knows what they could potentially do. And do I want to get onto their bad side? Absolutely not.
So somebody in front of Ricky makes me chop my own hand off in front of you.
I'm doing whatever the hell you want
and
me
then
to do.
says, Ricky, you need to go kill this person.
Sure, done.
Really?
I'm not inflicting pain on myself. After I see that this person is making you inflict pain on yourself, there's absolutely no shot.
Well, damn.
This is survival of the fittest. Fight or flight. I am protecting myself.
Remind me not to, like, meet a fucking demon with you. That's messed up, Ricky.
What do you want me to do?
I don't
He's
know.
going to control me. Eventually, someone's going to get fucked up. Someone's going to just get, like, really, really, like, hurt. I don't know. If
Eventually, I just chopped my hand off, but, eventually somebody will get hurt.
I'm going to turn the tables. if that was done to me, if you saw this person possess myself to make me do something, how would you feel?
Same way. Totally on board with you.
You make me feel bad for a split second. I'm like, oh my God, maybe I shouldn't have said that.
But Blue switches off with Orcus when Orcus decides to take a dump in his pants or fart, whatever the hell you
Fart,
want to call
yeah.
it, midway through a story about how one of the prisoners killed people because of the cheating and everything like that. And Blue immediately goes to Pink, and we have this nice, like, warm conversation about telling Pink that, like, if you love me, and I believe you do, truly you do,
Truly.
you need to kill me. There's only one way I can fuck him in the ass. It's if you kill me. Right now? No! I don't want to see it coming. So how is this going to play out?
Pink's not gonna be able to do it. He's gonna,
Really?
no way. Pink has a soft spot. His name is Pink. Let's just.
But he's a big guy. He's, you know,
Never judge a book by its cover.
even though he loves Blue.
He loves Blue. I don't think Pink's gonna be able to kill him.
But he's seen what, like, Orcus has done with Blue's body. He's got to, like, know that something's going on and that Blue, in that moment, was in his right mind enough to be like, please kill me.
Get one of those other crazy nuts to kill him.
Oh, but they think he's got superpowers. It's like Superman saying, hey, come kill me.
So maybe he could persuade them. He could allow Orcus to persuade them.
So how do you think Pink does react to this? Because we didn't really see much past
No.
that with Blue. He said, kill me when I don't expect it.
He may try it, and he's not going to be able to do it.
Really?
I don't think Pink has it in him.
Do you
I'm
think-
not too sure why he's there, why he's in prison, what crime he committed. Maybe let's wait and see. If he killed someone, okay, sure.
Do you think Pink lives through whatever attempt he decides to make?
No.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
I don't think so. If
It's just like
he's in jail, he's in prison.
that, and it's just like the moment Orcus has control of anything, it's just like
He's
Pink
done.
is gone.
He's done.
Ugh.
Yeah, he's done. It's either the guards are going to take him out, or Orcus is going to stick it to him.
Oof.
Don't you dare kill my host. This is my body forever.
What do you think of this dynamic shift with Blue and Orcus, though? Because we're on the verge, like, if Blue dies, or if Orcus, I mean, I don't see them killing the character at this
No
point.
way, Blue's
so,
not gonna
like,
die yet.
if Orcus gets more control of Blue, we now have an actor playing a completely different character and doing it just so well.
Excellent.
I thought it was great. Like,
great.
I'm digging that he
Yeah.
can, like, be an entire character for an entire season and then move into being a completely different character. Really well done.
Is that his real? So which one is the real accent?
I have no idea.
I think it's the British. I think he's British.
Orcus.
British. We'll look it up
Why'd you go Cockney?
because I kind of like it.
He's like,
It rolls off the tongue better.
he's a very intelligent demon.
He is very intelligent. with
He's
those glasses.
sophisticated Orcus.
Sophisticated. So I got to speak quite slower.
You're still Cockney, though. We already kind of talked about Amanda. We can mention Happy. Happy goes to a bar. He's kind of like upset because Nick forgot Hailey's birthday, and he feels bad because, as an imaginary friend, he forgot Hailey's birthday at first. And there's nothing he can do to help Hailey in that situation where the girls screw her over. So, but we're introduced to BoPeep. Is Happy gonna get some?
Sorry. He's from London.
Oh,
Yep. He was born July 1st, 1967. His real name is Richie Coster.
all right.
From
So I guess
London.
maybe it is his real accent.
That's his real accent.
You think BoPeep and Happy hook up, or is Happy just too innocent? It's like looking like they're gonna hook up,
there's
but
no
like
such thing as innocence in the show anymore.
true. And he's going through like his weird imaginary puberty phase
Yeah.
too, and it's Nick Sachs' imaginary friend
He's
technically.
totally gonna bone her. Totally gonna
Totally
bone her.
gonna bone BoPeep.
BoPeep is getting.
He's gonna
the peep.
bone Peep.
He's gonna bone Peep.
He's gonna bone Peep. How do you think that's gonna play out?
They're gonna have a little baby.
What?
It's gonna be a mixed unicorn human.
That's
telling you.
fucking terrifying.
Look at the show.
Okay, you make a good point. I mean, we were introduced to the weird big baby imaginary friend too, which was weird as shit. Like, you just want these baby fat.
Yeah, it's like, you remind me of fat bastard and like freaking Austin Powers.
Just imagine like the kind of weird people that have those imaginary friends. Like the bartender is one of those like artistic figure dolls. Happy's talking to just basically a 2-year-old's imagination version of Groot. Like just fucking twigs. And then everyone else in the bar, like just weird shit, and they start a bar brawl and everything like that. Imaginary friend bar brawl was pretty great.
That was pretty awesome.
I think Happy might get laid, but I don't think it's gonna be what we think it's gonna be.
Okay.
Because I don't know if I don't really want to know if Happy has a penis.
I mean, he's a horse. He's hung like a horse.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. Ugh.
But then you saw Happy. Nick saw Happy in the big horse. There may be a little hidden message over there. Maybe Nick is seeing into the future. I don't know. Maybe that's Nick
I see what you're saying.
grown up.
Happy grown up?
Yeah.
I think that was just a horse, and
I think so too, but
Nick was seeing it as Happy.
But the writers leave the potential and the possibility of them going backwards and saying, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm just really hoping that Happy turns into like a demon level like thing. Like I really am just really hoping that imaginary friends turn into demons after they stay
Happy.
alive.
No. I don't want Happy.
I mean,
to
he's
turn into
changing.
He is changing.
He's physically changing.
But not into a demon.
Not into a demon, but I'm just saying, like, if demons are imaginary friends, then Happy's just like a different version of that.
I hope he can't get possessed. Oh no.
Happy getting possessed?
Happy getting possessed.
I wonder if Happy can possess people. Or if Happy can, like, actually interact with the world in any way that's significant.
He has to have a connection
Yeah,
with someone.
I just think, like, we've seen now multiple people outside of Nick Sachs who can see Happy.
For sure.
Santa could see Happy.
Yep. Nick.
Sonny Shine's wife could see Happy and have a full conversation with him. I'm just wondering if there's more people or if there's like more situations where maybe Happy can actually interact with the world.
And here's what's interesting. We don't know yet as to what specifically it is and why some and certain people could see Happy.
No, it's just like they're tripping balls or something, or they've tripped so hard that they can, or Santa's reason was that he never grew up. He never stopped believing.
Okay.
The reason for BB was that she rode the green dragon a little bit too much, which is she took lots of absinthe, and that's how she started seeing them.
Okay.
But we don't know if she can see multiple imaginary friends or just Happy. Maybe she can see multiple. Be interesting. Maybe she knows what... No, I don't know. I don't know. So that's kind of where we're at with Happy. I think he's going to get laid next episode.
Has to.
He has to get laid. It's going to be a donkey show. Sorry, guys.
This is the show not for kids.
Yeah, right. Which brings us to Hailey. This is the show not for kids.
Yep.
Poor Hailey.
Poor Hailey.
The girl who bullied her last time is now in a wheelchair and totally messed up. And all her friends ditched her.
Yep.
And now they're trying to get nice with Hailey and say Hailey can Juul with them. Which I thought it was gum, but no, it's a Juul cigarette. So these kids are like smoking tobacco, vape pens.
Mm-hmm.
God damn.
Which is a real thing.
Yes, it is.
Which is unfortunate.
Well, because vaping became like a trend, and it's easier to hide and it's easier to cover up than smoking. So kids are doing that now. It's just as addictive and it's just as damaging to your lungs.
Absolutely.
Ugh.
Kids do not smoke anything.
But watch it on TV because it's hilarious.
On TV and pretend to do it on set because it's hilarious.
I didn't think that it was her birthday. I just thought she was making waffles with whipped cream. I didn't really put two and two together. And then, damn.
Boom.
And timing-wise, with Nick being gone, not doing anything for her, with Amanda being addicted to something and just being very outside of her own self, not a good time. Hailey's not doing too well. Meanwhile, the girls actually got her a birthday cake, but Smoothie replaced it with a fruitcake, turning into another traumatic incident for Hailey. So she'll be rushed back to him. So he's created every opportunity to be seen as the savior of Hailey and done every kind of manipulation to make Hailey see him as her only friend and her only source of adult figure in her life.
I was talking about this last show. Do not trust Smoothie. I don't care what he's doing. He is not to be trusted.
It's weird to me that Hailey is so trusting of him. Because regardless of how he's acting, and I get how he told her, like, Sonny forced me to do this stuff. It's weird that from that traumatic experience, she wouldn't remember how traumatic of a person Smoothie was. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And granted, she doesn't know the half of it, I guess. She only knows that he was, like, the one who introduced the class in season 1 and was, like, forcing them to do certain things. Maybe she isn't as aware of him, you know, skinning people alive and, you know, putting a strap on into her dad's butt. Like, she's not aware. But still, it just seems very weird that she would attach herself to him, even if he's saving her from bullies and...
Yeah, but you see, he's doing exactly... He knows... Smoothie's not stupid. He knows how to persuade and how to dangle the carrot for kids.
Is this a Easter joke?
No.
Oh, it should have been. That was a good Easter joke.
It's not.
He's dangling the carrot for these little bunnies.
Yeah, no. But no. I don't know why he's so fixated on her so much, but I'm hoping that we see very, very, very soon. But there has to be a reason. There's no way that a grown man like him, and as evil as he is, could fixate on one kid. There's something that he's trying to get out of her. I don't know what that is yet.
He's going to do something to get back at Nick Sachs. So he's going to like right now he's like gaslighting her, where he's making her not trust anything that's like in her life at all. So he's manipulating to the point where he becomes the only adult influence in her life. And he's manipulating her to do exactly what he wants, which has gotten him close to her. What he's going to do with that influence over her, we have no idea, but it can't be good. There's no way that he's just like this broken man who wants to have this friendship with a child. It's in the first episode we see him, or second episode we see him as the bunny. First episode, and he tells Sonny Shine like, "No, Nick Sachs, no, I don't have any revenge," and we know that that's a lie. Mm-hmm. So it's some master plan to take his daughter and do something with her. I just don't know what it is.
I don't know either.
But what do you think it is? Predictions right now.
Ooh.
And now, your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
Man, this is so tough. Predictions on this. I do not. Maybe Sonny wants to mold someone so young, and keep his thing going. She's a kid, and he attracts kids. All the kids love him.
He attracts kids.
He's attract kids. He's a little creep.
He's such a weirdo. I don't think he attracts kids. I think he just...
Well, he knows how to...
He knows how to manipulate people.
Yes. So I think he's trying to, like, get her onto his team so Sonny could mold her. I don't know. I honestly, that's just shot in dark.
Oh, you think Sonny...
Am I making sense?
Yeah, because she doesn't really know that Sonny is, like, the bad guy now.
No. She has no idea.
I honestly think it might be, like, more of him turning her into a new Smoothie.
Oh, no.
Like, teaching her the way of, like, torture and, like, teaching her that, like... Because all he's done is make it seem like parents are bad and that, like, school systems can't be trusted and all sorts of things like that. Like, he may be making her lose faith in society just to, like, slowly turn her into a murderer or, like, a sadistic torturer like him. Because she's already kind of lost these emotional bonds that she had before. And he's like such a weird dude. He doesn't really have feelings. And if he can eliminate her feelings, he's like halfway there already.
Oh, man. No, don't do it, Hailey.
And
run far away.
Oof. If we see, like, at the end of the season, Hailey committing something on the level of, like, skinning the guy alive.
Whoa, no, that's a twist.
That'd be crazy. If, like, Hailey became somebody that Nick had to take out or, like, admit to an insane asylum or something, that'd be dark. Yeah. But the show is dark.
It's
dark like chocolate, like that Easter bunny that he was put in. But that's our time for today. Ricky, where can people find you? On
You can
social
find
meds?
me. You can find your boy at Ricky Vitucci on Instagram, Twitter, everywhere else.
And where can people find you on the social media?
At Ricky Vitucci.
I'm just messing. You guys can find me on Twitter at Stephen Lemieux. You can find Nikki Bailey at, let me double check and make sure that I get this right because I don't want to mess it up. Nikki Bailey _. That's for her Nikki Bailey comedy, and she'll be back next week. And obviously, you guys can go follow AfterBuzz TV, subscribe to this podcast, leave a 5-star rating and a comment. We'll give you a shout out on the show next week.
We love you guys.
And please comment below after the stream is over to have your comments read by us and discussed, as well as hitting up AfterBuzz with a like and a subscribe because it helps us create this content for you guys free of charge. Thank you so much for watching the Happy After Show, and we hope that we'll see you here next week, same Wednesday at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time place, same time.
Mwah, ciao.
Our founder, Kevin Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.